live. You excited?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Okay. So will it update Zoom as we see it, or I guess I could see.
Hi. Hi. You excited? No,
Okay,
still.
man.
Wait, hold on.
Join
I'm
up
fixing
online.
this up right now. You can, do you have your phone?
Yeah, I just logged in on mine.
Okay. So I have to actually fix the settings, but right now it's showing. How's the audio, by the way,
Oh, that's good.
on the live?
Oh, on the live. Let me see.
I guess I could see.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Let me just add the thumbnail real quick. Sorry, there's a lot of like details. See, normally if I had a team, they would do all of this for me, but I'm a solopreneur.
So yeah, it's I can barely operate Microsoft Excel sometimes, so all this stuff's new to me.
Yeah. So yeah, let me just put this on. Is there anyone on?
A couple people.
All right. I just have to update the description. All right, almost there. And then I'm done. We can start. All right. Okay. I think that should be updated. Let me just refresh this. Let me see if there's anyone on. Talk real quick. Just want to make sure your audio is still working.
Testing.
Okay, perfect. Let me pull up okay, so right, let's get started in a bit. Let me just minimize this and then live chat. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, man. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. So right now I have my friend here. Hold on one second. Let me just change my screen. Do you see my screen currently?
I can't see it yet.
Let me just put my Zoom view on my computer. All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get started here. So right now I have my friend here. He's also a public accountant like me. So he knows about my long work hours because currently I'm working 60 hours a week, actually more. I'm probably putting in 65 now. And it's going to start to ramp up in March. So this guy, we work in the same field. He's also an auditor. He works for obviously a different firm. I'm going to keep that a secret. Yeah, but he's a CPA unlike me. So you actually got your CPA. I dropped out of the CPA, to pursue YouTube. But that's good. You're a CPA. You have the credibility. So whenever you do start, your business. People will look up to you because you are a CPA. So that's one thing that you have that I don't have. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this video because yeah, I think it's perfect timing now that with Cardano pumping, it's insane. Cardano just breached all-time highs from 2018. It's currently February of 2021. It's crazy. I think this is the best time to actually make a Cardano video, especially, like you're probably one of my only few friends who's so heavily invested into Cardano. I mean, right now Cardano is probably saving my portfolio, man. Like, it's crazy. Like Mike, when I first started, Cardano was only 4% of my portfolio, and last afternoon, it was roughly 11%. So right now it pumped even more. So if it was 11% less yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano is now 15% of my portfolio. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, Cardano is definitely saving my portfolio because like Ethereum's like going down, Bitcoin's going down. Cardano is one of the only few coins going up. So definitely want to dive into Cardano right now. But yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's get started real quick since not many people are on the chat yet. Let's go ahead and get started with our stories real quick. So obviously my story, people will hear that all the time as I make my YouTube videos, but let's actually get into your story because I remember, back when I actually wanted to pursue the CPA, you were actually very skeptical about cryptocurrencies. Like I remember bringing it up. I brought up Bitcoin to you when it was around $4,000, maybe even less, studying for the CPA exam. And then I was like, hey man, I want to invest in this. Like, what do you think about this? And you mentioned that, yeah, this thing is a scam, but I really want to get into it. So I put in maybe $100 or so back in the day when Bitcoin was under $4,000. Like I put in, I mean, my cost basis back then was very small, but I did get into the game starting with Bitcoin, but obviously you got into the game as well, starting with Bitcoin. So maybe like tell your story of how you got into cryptocurrencies and then like all the way to how the heck you got to 100% Cardano allocation.
Oh man, that's a long story. So yeah, like you said, we were sitting in a summer class studying for the CPA, the FAR section to be specific, and you brought up Bitcoin on one of our little lunch breaks, and I remember thinking back whenever you had told me about it that one of my colleagues had actually mentioned Bitcoin to me back in like 2014, and somehow he was able to access the dark web, the Silk Road, and he was able to pull up, and he had actually purchased a couple of things on there using Bitcoin. And so my initial reaction whenever you brought it up was like, no, that sounds illegal. I definitely don't want to put my hard-earned money into that and lose it. Plus, I had read some of articles that it was, subject to being hacked and stolen, losing passwords. And so I shied away from it at first. But just to jump in, I threw in $100, a couple $100, I think, just to get my toes wet, just to see what it was all about. And as I did more research, I just came to love it, I guess. And it just made more sense because right now, I mean, it's kind of validation looking back to then and all this money printing and whatnot. Like, if you hold money in a savings account, you're guaranteed to lose value on it. Whereas Bitcoin, it's a fixed supply and you can still use it as a regular currency. Maybe not to the extent that the dollar is yet, but I think it's on its way there. More and more merchants and vendors are accepting it as payment. And so as I got into Bitcoin, I started learning about these other altcoins. And of course, that led me to Ethereum. And for a while, I went from being a Bitcoin fanboy to an Ethereum fanboy because Ethereum not only had a payment mechanism, but also had the ability to form smart contracts as well as other functions. And so went from Ethereum to IOTA, kind of hopped around between a couple different altcoins for a little bit, held a mixed bag. And then I guess toward the end of the 2017 bull run, Cardano came out on the tail end of it. and it shot from like 2 cents all the way up to like $1.30 something. And so as I saw it climbing from that 2 cents, the ICO, up to like 50 cents, I was like, what is this? And so I went to the homepage, did a little research, and immediately fell in love with the project and what it stood for, what it was planning to execute. And so, in all honesty, I FOMO'd in at like 50 something cents, 100% of my portfolio, just right then and there. No more IOTA, no more Ethereum, no more Bitcoin. And so rode it up from like 50 something cents to $1.33. And I was like, man, this thing's going to the moon. Well, of course, we all know what happened. 2018 hit, and the big dumpage occurred, and went down to like 2 cents in March 2020. So my portfolio around then was like, at the peak, was like 100,000. I remember thinking like, oh man, I'm rich, but it going down to 2 cents, I completely got wrecked. But I never sold any of it. I just held, and I accumulated more throughout the bear market, and everything that I bought in 2017 when I FOMO'd is still there. It's just been transferred between exchanges and whatnot.
Yeah. So I think, definitely when we both first got in, it's all about becoming rich, right? Like,
right.
All we thought about was becoming rich, buying materialistic things, Lambos, whatever, right? So we didn't actually get into the fundamentals of crypto until later down the road, like until we got hurt, we got burnt.
Right.
That's how we got into, which we'll talk about later in this video, the fundamentals of Cardano. But I want to actually dive into a little bit, because me and you got me into day trading when I was in college. So whenever I was in uni, you're the one that got me into trading. So, but unfortunately, back in college, I lost all my money. I was given maybe $2,000 for graduation, which is a lot, right? Imagine a college boy getting $2,000. And I'm not a trust fund baby, guys. Like I had to get student loans to pay for my college. Like $2,000 for me was like gold. It was a lot of money. It's literally gold. Like that's almost 1 ounce of gold right there. And then I lost it all. So I basically $2,000, lost it all, trading Forex. Where that $2,000, I could have bought that $2,000 at 2 cent Cardano. And then that would be like a hell of a lot more than $2,000 now. But, I learned my lesson, but I don't regret it, man, because losing that $2,000 back in the day, like really set me up to really stomaching crypto now. So like whenever crypto, like, dumps, like it doesn't even, I get excited when it dumps. I'm like, okay, just portfolio reallocation, like not a big deal. So maybe talk about like your previous experience in Forex trading and day trading, and how you're managing your portfolio now, because I know you're not a day trader anymore. You're too busy.
No.
So how is your Forex, day trading experience? How does that help your investing philosophy now as a long-term swing trader?
Yeah,
so you would consider yourself more of a swing trader, right? More than a day trader.
More of a swing trader, but I haven't performed a swing trade in a long time now. It's just more of a buy and hold. And I guess looking back to probably mid 2016, I got into Forex trading because it was one of the few platforms that you could leverage 50x in the United States. And so throwing in $1,000, you can make a $50,000 trade and make good money if you executed it right. And plus I was interested into investing at that time already. I had a background in, just investing and holding stocks and whatnot. And so just as more of a gamble than anything, I took out a personal loan. It was, I forget the amount, and just put it all into my Forex trading account, leveraged the full amount up to 50x, which not financial advice, definitely don't do that. But it provided me quite a bit of a learning experience. One, being able to stomach the volatility, because I had just graduated college, got my first job, and now I'm trading with 50x what I have in the account. And so waking up in the morning and seeing, an $8,000 gain immediately became addictive. And then also being able to learning how to stomach those losses, going to sleep at night when you're down you know, 8 grand or whatever it may be. That was hard to do. And so that was kind of what led me to be able to stomach these massive swings in crypto.
Right. So it definitely helped for me and you.
Right.
Wait 1 second. Just want to see if the chat is working because I want to make sure that works because I do plan to do a crypto giveaway in this live stream, guys. Because I haven't actually owed my subscribers crypto giveaway for my January YouTube revenue because I promised that I'll be giving away 5% of my YouTube ad revenue back to the community. So I still owe them about $5, which I'll probably pay more in gas fees than the actual $5 itself. So just want to make sure that the chat is working. Which, by the way, we're gonna discuss that with Cardano and gas fees because I know Cardano is known to be better for gas fees. Hold on 1 second. Do you in your live box do you see the chat or no?
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me just type in the chat. How is the chat box? Okay, do you see that?
I see it on your screen, but I don't see it on the.
Let's do a live chat.
Let me check my. Oh, I see it on my YouTube app on my phone.
Okay, nice. So the chat is working because yeah, I do plan to do a crypto giveaway in this video, and I'll be using the chat box for that. So just want to make sure that that's working. I'll probably do that after a few more bullet points because I want to really dive into Cardano because that's really the main point of this video is Cardano. Cardano is like the poster child of crypto right now. It's pumping. It's the only thing that's like doing well right now. Okay, so let's get into Cardano and then we'll do the crypto giveaway in a bit. So Cardano, man. So I want to debunk all these key points for Cardano because I mean, for me, I invested in Cardano as insurance because I had the hunch that this could happen, but I didn't have enough conviction to put in 100% of my portfolio into Cardano like you, man. I mean, yeah, if you were to tell me like put in your 100% of your portfolio into a project that's more of a concept, right? I would be very scared because like, I mean, like look at Polkadot right now. It's not pumping Polkadot.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I mean, I'd be scared. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would rather be in Bitcoin than Cardano because Bitcoin's blue chip, you know. And obviously, I like Ethereum because Ethereum has projects aligned. So one of the biggest pain points I have with Cardano is like, I don't understand how it's getting so much hype right now. I mean, take a look, guys. Like ADA ETH, like ADA is currently outperforming Ethereum. Like, look at this from the lows all the way to the highs. 352%. So, I mean, I understand Cardano is like, you know, this peer-reviewed cryptocurrencies. It's been peer-reviewed by so many intelligent developers out there, but it's all concept for me. You know, like all these DeFi projects, Aave, 1inch, Uniswap, you know, all these DeFi ERC20 tokens are all built in Ethereum. You know, so right now Cardano doesn't have anything. And also with that, you know, I know that Cardano is going to have, you know, a much better solution when it comes to fees, right? Because right now gas fees are killing everyone. I mean, for those of you guys that watched my videos last week, you know, I got killed on gas fees. I know Cardano might be better on gas fees, but you know, how do you know that Ethereum? What if Ethereum solves its gas issues in the next couple years? You know. So, you know, I guess my question is does Cardano deserve the hype, right? Because right now, obviously, it's all speculation, I believe. You know, you can definitely comment on that. It's all speculation, I believe, because it's sort of, I mean, maybe it's been undervalued for so long because Cardano doesn't belong in 2 cents, right? Maybe this is sort of fair valuation for Cardano. But you know, I just want to get your take right now. Do you think that Cardano is all hype and that can we really get true adoption? Like, can we maintain these price levels as we move on to $2 or $3 Cardano? Can we maintain that with like no adoption at all?
Yeah, I think we can do it. I mean, eventually adoption is going to have to become a thing because you can't have a project that doesn't have anything on it and it continue to surge in value. So it's partly what you were saying about being undervalued for so long. If you want to pull up the Cardano USD chart, you can kind of take a look at that.
Yeah. ADA USD.
Yeah, because
It's cracking. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. It shot up to like $1.33 or somewhere in that range during the peak. I guess TradingView doesn't have the full. Well, no, maybe it does.
This is Kraken. Let's do a different exchange. What's your favorite ADA USD exchange? Binance?
Yeah, just calculated by TradingView, whatever.
Yeah, let's do Binance. I'll have my fib charts here. Let's
move chart.
Yeah. Let's take off the fib.
I'll leave the fib, man. I like the fib.
Leave it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Obviously, I have it calculated long term from its all-time high in 2018, all the way to its lows in 2020.
Yeah. So if you look for the longest period from like mid 2018 all the way until the bottom in March 2020, it was so low. I think at one point I remember seeing Dogecoin above Cardano in the market cap rankings. And so to your point earlier, I think that it was partly undervalued because you have a project that is at a minimum promising smart contracts and all these other functions, but Dogecoin's higher than it on the rankings list.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. And let's see. To your other point, I mean, there are projects that are being built on Cardano, but it's kind of like the release of a PS5 or the new Xbox, right? There's games being developed for those before they go to market, but no one's bought the system yet. That's kind of how I see Cardano. Like right now, Ethereum's already got their product out there and they're having to figure out how to fix a lot of things. Whereas Cardano is kind of like the slow way is the fast way. The turtle wins the race. And so they're able to audit all this code and implement this quality control system, have all these really smart people look at it before it's implemented. That way they don't have to go back and fix it. So yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, that's the one big difference between Cardano and Dogecoin. Dogecoin is 100% speculation. Cardano has been peer reviewed, and hopefully it's the next big thing, right? Hopefully that its peer review is enough to take some of Ethereum's market share, right? And obviously we're, we'll talk about price predictions later on, but like, we can see here right now, like ADA ETH, right? Let's actually pull up ADA ETH chart. Like this is telling me that Cardano is taking Ethereum market share. So right here, guys, this is the all-time high ADA ETH level. And if we close tomorrow, 6 p.m. above this, like, I mean, it's going to be price discovery from here. Like we can see ADA ETH here. I have no idea, right? I have no idea. Obviously, I'm going to make some moves. If this were to pump like really fast in a really short amount of time. I mean, I know, dude, actually, before we move on further, like what's right now it's good because we're pumping our price, but like maybe tell us like what's in the making, like what's gonna happen in March, April, like what fundamental news, like Goguen, like tell us about the roadmap for Cardano, like what can we expect here so we can maintain this pump?
Yeah, sure. So actually in 2 days and on Monday, there's supposed to be the Merry hard fork, which will bring the ability to list your own native asset on Cardano blockchain. And so you'll be able to do that effective March 1st. Sorry, I said May. As well as at the end of March, Cardano will be 100% decentralized. I think as of today, it's like 85, 86%, which means there will no longer be federated nodes running stake pools. It's not going to be run or pass through IOHK or anything like that. It'll all be ran through these individual stake pool operators like you and me, for example. So you have that to look forward to. And then smart contracts coming supposedly at the end of March, but there may be some delays going into early Q2, I'd imagine. So those are the three big things. There's other rumors circulating around, kind of like rumors that Cardano is working with Twitter and Jack Dorsey on some kind of social media platform. There's rumors that obviously the biggest one circulating around right now is when Coinbase is going to list Cardano. And I've seen a few articles going around saying that someone has purchased 32 million ADA for 14 stake pools. So 32 million times 14, that has to be a massive exchange. I don't know if it's Grayscale, if it's Coinbase, if it's Binance, but someone out there is about to implement something huge.
Wow. So speaking of that, right? So let's actually move on to that, which is basically mass adoption. So right now you have Ethereum, institutions are buying Ethereum, like such as Grayscale, for example, right? That's the one institution that I can think of from the top of my head that's buying Ethereum. So with Cardano, do you know of any institutions from the top of your head that can potentially get into Cardano, so we can see institutional wave like getting into this protocol space?
Yeah, so first one's Grayscale. They actually just submitted something for a Cardano trust, kind of like what they already have for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so that leads me to believe that at some point in the near future, they're going to start buying it if they haven't already. And then the other thing, just thinking from a business perspective, I mean, Coinbase just listed their S1 a couple days ago. They're about to file to go public. And so once they go public, their share price is going to enter this massive swing volatility. I think once they're listed on the NASDAQ, they're going to start pushing out all this news where they're listing new tokens and whatnot. And listing Cardano would obviously increase their revenues and their profits, because it's number 3 on the coin market cap and it's got a ton of volume.
Right.
Just thinking from a business perspective and how many people are probably day trading Cardano, how much fees they could gather off that alone. And that would boost their bottom line by so much. So it's inevitable. They're going to list it. It's just a matter of when.
Right. So I guess with that, like a $1.40, whatever Cardano is, who knows? It could be $1.50 by now. But like a $1.40 Cardano seems very cheap, knowing that like one of the biggest exchanges in the world, Coinbase, doesn't even have it listed.
Yeah.
And like, me and you know about Coinbase listing, right? Like whenever a coin gets listed into Coinbase, it pumps.
Yeah.
Right?
Mega pump.
So like I know it's not financial advice, but like I kind of find it kind of too early to sell Cardano until Cardano hits Coinbase.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. I mean, whenever it comes time to sell, you want to do it from Coinbase. That way you can.
Yeah, you want to sell in Coinbase because that's going to be your pump, right? So
sell into strength.
Yeah, sell into strength. But obviously, we'll talk about price predictions later on. So in terms of valuation right now, you feel that it's rightly valued. Obviously, it could have a lot of potential, but you don't see this vertical movement that we're seeing as like overhyped.
Yeah, I think it's just people finally realizing or recognizing Cardano. I think it's just been under everybody's radar with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other projects blasting a bunch of hype. And so people are just now noticing it.
I think that's a good point there. It's not that it's overhyped. I mean, it's overhyped because it's like the only project doing well, but it's more of that, like it's this hidden project that people are starting to recognize.
Yeah.
So that's probably a better terminology than calling it overhyped. So I would change that. But actually, before we move on to our last 2 topics, which is obviously our price predictions for Cardano, and as well as Cardano staking pools, I want to do a crypto giveaway. So let's actually take a look at the chat box and see how many people are on there, so I can do a little giveaway, because I do owe my subscribers some Ethereum. So hey, how's your chat box working? Is it working? All right, guys. So I will be doing an Ethereum giveaway, so you guys have your address ready, and I will send you some Ethereum. So let's actually let's do this. What's your favorite? This is actually gonna be funny, man. Like, you know why? Because I'm gonna do the word #Cardano, but I'm gonna send them Ethereum. I'm gonna get destroyed in gas fees.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Dude, Cardano is like. I mean, I have a what 14% of my portfolio in Cardano maybe, but I don't want to give away my Cardano. I'm trying to save my Cardano. So
exactly.
So I'm gonna do Ethereum giveaway because I don't really want to give away Cardano. And plus, I don't even think a lot of my subscribers own Cardano right now. I bet majority of them own Ethereum. So yeah, so if you guys put on the chat box hashtag Ethereum, sorry, put in the chat box hashtag Cardano and give your Ethereum address. I'll send you $5 worth of Ethereum, enough to buy a cup of coffee in most places. All right, so we'll give them a few minutes. Again, in the chat box, put in the chat box hashtag Cardano, but your Ethereum address. All right, it's funny, like hashtag Cardano, but putting in Ethereum address. All right, guys. So give me your Ethereum address, and I'll send you $5 worth of Ethereum, so you can buy your cup of coffee or whatever. And I made sure it's in live chat, so I should. Sweet. And there's not really a lot of people in the chat, so this should be fairly good chance. Oh, Shashan Rodriguez, man, I remember this guy. He was actually, I think I remember him. He was on my first YouTube live. That's how much I remember this guy. Yeah, he was on my first YouTube live. I believe maybe second, but I know he was one of my first, first followers for sure when I started doing live. So let's give it a few more minutes. Right now, it's only one person. I'm gonna give it, let's say, 60 more seconds. 60 more seconds, and then I will do a giveaway. Oh, before that, let's actually answer Shashan's question. So Cardano would be intent to, can it go up higher? Yeah, we already answered that question, man. I think the fact that Cardano is not even in Coinbase yet, like there's a lot of moon left, in Cardano. Like it could retrace, pull back the next couple of days, but who cares about hourly charts, guys? Who cares about daily candles? We look at weekly candle here, bros. Weekly candle, boys. Like we don't care about no 4-hour candle here. So yeah, in terms of upside, obviously not financial advice, but until Cardano gets listed into Coinbase, I'm not selling. All right, I'm gonna sell after Coinbase, but even then, I might just sell a portion. I'm not gonna sell all my portfolio. I'm gonna sell a portion after Coinbase listing. All right, let's give it 30 more seconds, and then I'm gonna pick. All right, guys. So for those of you that's joining right now, I'm doing an Ethereum giveaway, but we're gonna do hashtag Cardano because it is a Cardano video. So put in the chat box hashtag Cardano and your Ethereum address, and I'll send you $5 worth of Ethereum right now.
It's a free cup of coffee, guys.
Yeah, free cup of coffee. Do you still see my screen, by the way, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see there's only 2 addresses. Wow, it's gonna be 50-50 shot. Can't be that easy, guys. There's 20 people in the chat. Should we call it quits now, or maybe give them 50 more seconds?
Give them 30 more.
30 more. There we go. How do we make this sort of it's not bias?
You can I think there's the website. It's like random comment generator, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, hey, someone said don't send Cardano here, please. Yeah, obviously, guys. Yeah, make sure you give me your Ethereum address, and I'll be sending you Ethereum. Just put hashtag Cardano, but give me your Ethereum address because I'll be sending you Ethereum. All right, should we call it quits? There's roughly 3 addresses that I see here.
Yeah,
3 addresses.
That's it.
All right, how do we do this where it's not like bias? I'm not gonna pick because obviously, I know Shashan. He's one of my first followers. I'm not gonna pick, man. So you pick.
All right, let's see. Let's give it to Velociraptor. I like that name.
You like that name? All right, Velociraptor. You're picked. So I'm gonna send you some Ethereum. Let's see if I have some.
Velociraptor, no.
Yeah, let's see. Man, I got destroyed in gas fees on freaking MetaMask, man.
Let's see if I have some. The gas fees come out to as
dude,
like a percentage.
I'm gonna be, dude. Actually, I'm gonna send it via. Man, I already know $5 worth of Ethereum is gonna be like $25, $30 transaction. Oh my gosh! Like let's see what it cost me to send.
258 if you sent the whole balance. So it's like 3%, 5 ETH.
5 ETH. Yeah, definitely not 5 ETH. How do I hold on? I'm actually gonna send it via Coinbase because I have some balance there. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna unshare my screen real quick. Let me log into Coinbase. I'm gonna send some from my Coinbase.
I think if you go back to it, you can switch it from if you hit those arrows on the right side, it should swap it to USD value instead of the ETH.
Let me see.
I haven't used MetaMask a whole lot, so
It's not your thing.
yeah, I mean, I don't hold anything in it. I just downloaded it to see what it was about.
Okay, dude, it's not bad in MetaMask. Actually, let's share.
I want to calculate percentage here.
It's gonna suck, man. I mean, it doesn't benefit small transactions, by the way. I'll probably be spending like more on gas fees than the actual.
Oh my gosh, $5. So it's $2.
Okay, so basically, guys, like, look at this. This is like I'm getting destroyed in gas fees. I'm doing a $5 giveaway, and I'm
over 50% fee.
And I'm spending $2.57 for gas fees.
Yeah.
All right, so Velociraptor, like, you're welcome, man. I'm gonna eat this fee myself. But it's all good. It's all good. Like, you guys are my loyal fans, so you deserve it. You deserve it. Let's confirm this. Hopefully the address works, man.
Good stuff.
All right, it's pending. So okay, so the last 2 topics, guys, that we want to end with is going to be, we're going to briefly talk about Cardano staking pools, because right now, obviously, ETH 2.0 is coming up, and even Coinbase, you can actually sign up for the wait list to be in ETH 2.0, where you can make 7 or 7.5% on your Ethereum by converting your Ethereum to Ethereum 2.0. So right now, Ethereum 2.0 is starting to get hyped by Coinbase. So I want to get into Cardano staking pools right now. Maybe we can go over that, because I know you have most of your portfolios in Cardano staking pools, right? Like,
yeah, it's 100% allocated on Daedalus right now. And
okay,
yeah, it's earning about a 5% yield on the stake pool that I use, maybe a little more.
So I'm gonna just have you talk about the Cardano staking pools just briefly, and then we'll move on to Cardano price predictions. All right. But all right, before that, I just want to make sure that Velociraptor got his $5 of coffee. Oh yeah, Velociraptor. Yeah, you can make the transaction higher if you like. Yeah, send them 5 ETH. Oh man, I mean, dude, yeah, I'm trying to make YouTube my full-time job here. I mean, I definitely need that money to pay rent, man. Maybe one day, once I become a really big YouTuber, making millions of dollars a year, maybe I'll do like massive giveaways like that. But right now, I'm definitely a very small YouTuber. Can't afford that. Anyway, Velociraptor, like, let me know if you got the $5 worth of Ethereum. Right now on my end, it's saying that it should be confirmed. Obviously, we can take a look at the Ether scan to see if that's confirmed, and then we'll move on to our last 2 topics of the day. Let's see if that is confirmed. Okay, that's confirmed, man. All right, so Velociraptor, the address you gave me. See, dude, this is how public it is. Like, we can see. You know what? I'm not gonna expose his info. But anyway, it's confirmed, man. Like you're good to go. You're good to go. You guys are $5. All right, so let's move on to our last 2 topics of the day, which is going to be the Cardano staking pool. So yeah, man, I'll let you drive this. So just briefly talk about Cardano staking pools and like how it works, and obviously Daedalus, and then we can move on to probably the best topic that everyone wants to hear, which is going to be price predictions. So let's start with staking pools.
Yeah, so staking pools, I'm not a big tech guy, so I can't give you that kind of detail, but basically the staking pools, it contributes to the overall health of the network itself and helps prevent a 51% attack, for those of you who know what that is. And it just in general provides liquidity. Any kind of transactions in and out run through those stake pools. And so the ADA sitting in those pools allows those helps those transactions process quicker. And so if you go to, oh, you already have it pulled up. ADA, for those of you that are looking to get like a yield on your ADA, like earn dividends or interest on it while you're holding it for the capital appreciation, here's a good starting point is adapools.org. And so on here somewhere, you may have to scroll down. You can kind of get a list of all the pools that are active right now. And sometimes this listing kind of lags. You have to give it a day or two to update for any new pools that are added. But for the most part, it's up to date. And so you can kind of filter this and say, okay, these are our pools, has number one. And what I use is I go to that ROA 1 month / lifetime. And so you can click that and it'll give you a listing of the rank saying, click it again. And that's.
Click it again.
Yeah, click lifetime. See if it's one more. And that's interesting. But it should give you a listing of the yield that these pools get over the last month, and then also the lifetime that they've been in existence. And so on average, I'm not sure why it's showing this 2.5%. These are really, really small pools, it looks like, because the stake's pretty low.
Yeah.
But like
right there.
Yeah, type in the one that I'm allocated to right now is Viper.
Viper. This one.
Yeah, so you can see last month it's 5.38%, which is above average. And over the lifetime, it's 5.18%. And so
this is APY, right? Annualized.
It's APY and it's paid in Cardano. So say you own, I'm gonna have to do a little math here. Say you own 1,000 ADA and you get 5% on average a year. It's paid in ADA. So you get 50 ADA paid out every year. And it's paid every 5 days. And it's rolling it, automatically restakes it. And so as the price appreciates, that 50 ADA that you get a year would obviously go up in value. And so your dividend goes up in value.
Okay. So this is all done in Daedalus, right? Which is the Cardano staking pool.
Yeah, Daedalus is the one that I prefer. There's a couple others out there. Yoroi is one that it has a mobile app that you can do it on your iPhone or Android. And there's a few others. Those are just the two most popular that I've read about. And okay. I'm sure Coinbase will end up operating stake pools on that. And
yeah, so if Cardano pool is operating at 538, like for example, Coinbase will probably be a little bit lower because that's how they do things. They might be a little bit lower than this. So Coinbase might operate at 3%, I would guess. But we'll see. Dude, yeah, if Coinbase gets Cardano, we're talking moon boy, guys. Like, anyways, so leading into that is going to be price predictions. And let's actually pull up CoinGecko.
Yeah, you got to have that handy.
Like, we don't get too over bought, right? Because like, I'm not predicting $100 Cardano, guys. I mean, like, that's gonna be insane market cap. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we gotta keep our head level and actually have. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna ask you, man, is give me 3 levels of price prediction. So basically, give me like a lower bound, realistic bound, and then moon boy bound for Cardano. So right now, let's look at Cardano's market cap, guys. Right now, Cardano is wow, bro, almost 43 bill. Cardano's 43 billion. As a concept, it's only a concept. It's not even in Coinbase yet. It's 43 billion almost. So I wanna know your floor. What your floor price is for Cardano. Your maybe your middle realistic target, and then like your moon boy target.
Okay. Are we talking about bull run peak or end of 2021?
Let's do both, man. Let's give our subscribers. Let's give my subscribers like something to look forward to. So maybe, I mean, so I'm starting to think that we might peak out like, sometime in Q3, Q4, man. So this might be the peak.
Okay, yeah. Who knows, right? I'm just trying to get
yeah. So like, I honestly, like, the more I look at the charts, guys, I feel like we're gonna peak out in Q3, Q4. I mean, 2022 peak. I mean, it seems, the more I look at the charts, it seems unlikely. There's just so much momentum where I feel like we're going to peak this year, the end of the year. It's got Q3, Q4.
Yeah, makes sense. So I guess floor, just looking and comparing, Cardano and Ethereum are pretty much the same project. I mean, I see Cardano as a more evolved version of Ethereum. That's just my opinion. But if we're just comparing those two and everything that Cardano is set out to do, that's supposedly better than Ethereum. Again, they still have to prove it, right? But the hype's there, and the team's there, the technology's there, whatnot. So just as a simple floor, I would say take the market cap of Ethereum and divide it by Cardano's market cap. You have your calculator handy?
I would have to get my phone on that. Do you have yours?
I don't know if I can share my screen here.
Okay, what is the calculation?
So you take the Ethereum market cap, divide it by Cardano's.
So I'm just gonna do 175 divided by 42.
That's 43 if you round it up.
Okay, so that's four. That's four.
Yeah, so that's my floor. I think $4 is completely reasonable to happen because that's
so $4. Okay, $4 is going to be your minimum price target for this bull market cycle. $4.
This bull market cycle, and the logic there is saying, okay, it's going to reach where Ethereum is today. Ethereum will be obviously higher than the 1500 that it is right now. Who knows what it'll be, but I'm not saying that Cardano will pass it at that point. I'm just saying that it'll reach where Ethereum's at today. And I think $4 is completely
in this bull run. In this bull run.
Yeah. I mean, you got smart contracts coming out. It's not even listed on Coinbase yet. I mean, there's so many good things that are going to end up happening with this project that I think will propel it to $4 at a minimum.
So if $4 your floor, like what is your mid target?
Mid target, it's got to be a range. Mid target's going to be $5 to $10.
$5 to $10 is your mid target. Okay.
That just depends. There's a lot of variability there. It depends on how many institutions come into the arena. It depends on how many projects convert over to Cardano from Ethereum, how many projects come on to Cardano in general, and then also just the awareness to the general public. I have no way to quantify that. And I think $5 to $10 is in play.
Yeah. Especially if it starts to integrate a bunch of DeFi projects and, via the ERC20 converter, go from Ethereum blockchain to Cardano blockchain.
Right.
That could easily hit your floor of $5 to $10 right there. I mean, your mid target of $5 to $10.
Yeah.
A lot of my sell points is going to be right at that range. Like when Cardano hits $5 to $10, I'll probably be selling quite a bit of my portfolio. Obviously, I'm always gonna have a moon bag, guys. Like never sell 100% of your bags, all right? Especially if it's a blue chip crypto like Cardano. That's blue chip to me. I'm never gonna sell 100% of my bags, but I'm gonna have just enough to sell to where it's gonna make me happy, So you agree with that, bro?
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. And then I guess just Moon Boy, man, that's kind of hard to quantify what that'll come out to, but I guess just for speculation, what does the Bitcoin market cap divided by the Cardano market cap come out to?
You think that Cardano will hit Bitcoin's market cap right now? That's 880 divided by 43. That's 20.
So hold on, I think we may have missed a step in their original calculation. You took the 175 divided by the 43, right?
No, I did Bitcoin's market cap 880.
No, I'm talking about the floor projection.
Oh yeah, 175 divided by 42.
Yeah, you got divided by 43. You got to multiply that by the 134, and that comes out to like 550.
Yeah. $5.50.
So I think that's my floor, and so that give me the middle realistic range of 6 to 10.
6 to 10 for the middle, and then Moon Boy range. What's your Moon Boy range? If speculation were to go overboard,
if speculation goes overboard and institutions just start buying in left and right, oh my gosh, let's see. I'm just dividing Bitcoin's current market cap divided by Cardano's and multiplying by that by the current market or price for Cardano. That
Do you
gets me
believe
to,
that Cardano will hit 880 billion in this market cycle?
I don't think that
I
it's
mean, this is the moon boy target anyway. So you know what? Let's just see what prices would, what price would Cardano have to be if it were to really ramp up its speculation and it hits 880 bill.
we're looking at $27.42.
Okay.
That's just if projects start piling on, start seeing the real value, and institutions are buying it.
I think for this cycle, that's probably going to be my ceiling, guys. Like 27, I highly doubt Cardano will go past 27 bucks in this market cycle. Like it needs some time. It needs a few years. So I think 27 will be my ceiling. If $5 is the floor, 27 would be the ceiling, like the absolute ceiling. Like we would have to be like overboard in the money printing, like end of the world, like fiat is crashing, people are losing value, you know, on their savings accounts. Like this would be like insane money printing in the world for Cardano to hit past $27. Like pretty much it would be the end of the US dollar. Like we would see the Dixie at like 60. You know what I mean? Like
that's possible. They just passed the House on the third stimulus bill. So
yeah. So Aldrich is saying that's too much. 88 rates BTC today. Like yeah, he's saying it's too much. Yeah, man. I agree. It's too much. That's more of a moon boy prediction. But then again, you know, this prediction assumes a lot of things. It assumes like basically the end of the US dollar, money printing goes double, triple. So it's a lot of moon boy like price predictions, but this is moon boy. 27 is moon boy. For me, 5 to 10, that's my range. Like all my sell targets are between 5 to 10. I'm not counting on Cardano to go past 20 bucks.
Yeah, I don't personally think that there's obviously a high percentage chance of that happening in this cycle. That's like 1%, 2% chance, but you never know.
Yeah. So yeah, one person saying, is there a total crypto market cap of 10 T? Oh, if the total crypto market cap of 10 trillion, $25 ADA is possible. Okay, so he's saying that if we were to hit a $10 trillion market cap as a whole, he's calling for $25 ADA. Like what would that be in terms of market share?
Yeah, let's calculate that. So we're at, you said 10 trillion.
So $25 Cardano, what would the market cap of Cardano be at $25?
We got
I believe it would be.
So the 20.
So that would be basically at 18.6x above 43 bill. So dude, that's like $800 billion Cardano. That's insane. So 800 billion, and then basically we're saying a 10 trillion market cap. That would mean that Cardano owns 8% of the market cap.
Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable.
Okay, I mean that I would still say that's moon boy for me, just the fact that Cardano doesn't have projects, but it could happen via speculation. Yeah, via speculation, why not? Speculation can make people crazy. So via speculation, yeah, sure. If we hit 10 trillion as a whole, but do you believe that we'll hit 10 trillion in this bull market cycle though?
Yeah, I don't think that that's coming in this market cycle unless people just start piling in left and right.
Yeah. But for me, I'm a 7 trillion guy. That's my number. Like 7 trillion, that's my number. Total market cap as a whole.
You also have to keep in mind that just personal opinion, I think Cardano is still undervalued. Right now it's at around 3% of the market cap dominance. And so as it starts releasing these things and projects start coming on board, I mean, it's going to start taking up more of the market share, I think. But
you know what? A better predictor would be like, so my sort of expectation is we hit 7 trillion market cap. That's realistic to me. $7 trillion market cap
overall.
Yeah. So let's say Cardano, what's Cardano's price have to be if it were 3% of a 7 trillion market cap?
3% of 7 trillion, you basically 4x, 5x from here.
Okay, so it'd be 5x. Okay, so that actually falls in line with your predictions. So it's about $6.75 if it were 3%.
Yeah, that's the realistic range.
And then like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano makes it to maybe 6% of the total market cap. So 6% of 7 trillion, that'd be insane. Like, what would that be? That would be past $10. So that would put Cardano past $10 if it were to cover 6-7% of the entire cryptocurrency market cap of 7 trillion, right? It would be like way past $10.
Yeah.
Okay. So the more I think about it, like $5 to $10 seems very realistic. Like we could even, that's why guys, like, like I said, like take some profits between 5 and 10, but like don't sell all, because there's a small chance, like the small chance Cardano actually approach 12, 15, 18. Like, all right, just because there's a small chance, you got to have your moon bags, guys. Got to have your moon bags. So for me, I'll probably sell 50% of my portfolio. I mean, for you, it's different, bro, because it's like, it's 100%. This guy has 100% of his portfolio in Cardano.
Yep.
I don't. So I have different sell targets. So for me, I would say 50% I'll sell at the 5 to 10 range, maybe closer to 10 than 5. The rest I'll keep it as a moon bag.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, but all right, man. I think it's been a fun live. We'll go ahead and call it quits. I do have to do some audit work. So busy right now. But as soon as we get to April, guys, I'm gonna have more time to do YouTube. I'm just so stressed out right now, guys. 60-hour weeks as an auditor. I'm auditing a public company right now, like a company that's listed on the NASDAQ. Actually, I'm auditing a company that's listed on the NASDAQ. So I'm super stressed out. I really don't have time to do my YouTube channel as much as I would like. But as soon as we get to April, guys, I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna go all out on YouTube. I'm gonna give it all to you guys, all my energy, whatever I've got. I'm gonna give it all to you guys. But for now, I gotta focus on my job. So we're gonna go ahead and call it quits. And then, I would love to invite you back, man, for sure.
I'd love to be back.
Yeah, we can talk about we can revisit our price targets later on when you come back.
Yeah,
sure. All right, man. Let's go ahead and call it quits and end the live. We can catch up later.